So hello friends, welcome again, and today we are going to solve a new question, and the question is from the top 150 question series, and this question title is partition list. So this is a linked list question, and in this question what we have to do is that we have been given a linked list, that means head of the linked list, and the value x, and we have to make a partition in the linked list, that means we have to separate the values such that all the nodes having the value less than x comes first, and then the values which are greater than or equal to x. Now here we have to make sure that the order of the nodes should be same. That means the relative order should be same. Here you can see that 3 comes after 4 and 5 comes after both 4 and 3. That means when the partition is made, when the two have participated or separated the linked list in two parts, then both the parts of the linked list should be in the same order when it is in original form. So here you can see that 4 is previous to 3 and 3 is previous to 5. So this is the relative order. Now let's understand how we can solve this question. So here I have taken the example one which we are discussing now. Now here you can see that here what we have done, that we have separated the linked list in two parts. First having the values less than 3 and second having the values greater than equal to 3. And the order are same. That means 4 comes, then 3, then 5 as in the previous or given node, given linked list. So these two sections should also be relative order should be same as the previous given node. Now how you can do this? So it is simply, you can see that what we are doing is that we are separating the nodes from the initial linked list. So what if we can create two linked lists? One is storing the values less than x and one is storing the values greater than x. And we can simply link this two linked list and we can return it. So this is going to be a simple approach. Now let's understand how we can do that. So firstly what we're going to do is that we can take two dummy nodes. First is going to be our for a smaller one and second is going to be for our larger one. So these two are the initial nodes which we have created, new nodes, and these two nodes are going to be the starting point for our two different linked lists which we are going to make. Now we are going to iterate in this given linked list. So we are going to move in this linked list and we are going to add the nodes in the these two newly created linked list nodes. Now, what you are seeing that the first node which is given here is smaller than x. So what you can do, you can add it in or a smaller one. So you can just make a new you can just direct your s next to your current head. So it will automatically link. Now when you are at the 4, you will see that it is greater. So you can simply link it to larger one. Now next when you are at 3, you can simply link it to larger one. When you are at 2, you can link it to smaller one. When you are at 5, you can link in larger one, and when you are at 2, you can again link in a smaller one. So this is going to be our two linked list, and in this two, after creating this two linked list, what you simply need to do is that you have to simply link this a starting tail to your large head. So what you have to do is that you have to link these two nodes. So when you link these two nodes, and you can point this to null, and you can simply return s next. So what is S next? So it is going to be the head of our newly created linked list. That means this is going to be our head. So this is going to be our newly created head. So this is the process by which we can create two linked lists, and we can simply link the tail, and you can point your larger tail to null. Now let's understand it by coding. So as discussed, what we have to do is that we have to create two linked lists, new nodes. First is going to be our small, which is going to be s equals to new list node. We can give value 0. Another we have to create another for large one. We are going to create a new list node 0. Now after creating this, what we have to do is that we have to create two linked list. For that, what we are going to do is that we are going to take a two pointers. First is going to be our I pointing to S, and second is going to be our J, which is pointing to L. These two pointers are going to help us to link the nodes, the smaller one and larger one. Let's see how. So we are going to run a while loop. While your head is not null, what we have to do is that we are going to check at every position. So first at head, what we are going to check is that we are going to check that our head. value if it is less than x. So that means we have to add this node to a smaller one. So the node I, the linked list node which we have created I pointer is pointing to your s node which we have created, which is smaller one. So what we have to do is that we have to point this to your head. So we can simply write I next is equals to head. And after this, what we have to do, we have to move your I pointer. I equals to I next. In else part, when it is greater than or equal to x, so what we have to do, we have to simply find your j next to your head, and your j is equals to j next. So what we have done till now is that every time we are getting value less than x, we are pointing our I pointer to it, and we are moving our I pointer to that node which we have newly linked. Similarly, when we are getting any value which is greater than or equal to x, we are linking our j pointer j next to the current head, and we are moving our j pointer to newly linked node. Now after this, every time we have to also increase our head. So head equals to head next. So what it will do, it will automatically link all the nodes which we required. So our small and large is complete. Now what we have to take care of that, as we have discussed, that a smaller tail is going to point to large head. So this is important. So your I pointer, which is at your current tail. So what we have to do is that we have to write I next is going to be your head pointer, larger head pointer. What is your larger head pointer? It is L next. So your L next is the head of the large linked list, and your I next is the tail next of the small linked list. After this, we have to what we have to do is that we have to point your large tail to null. So what we do, we write J next equals to null. So your j is at the position, that means it is at the tail. So we have pointed it to null. Now simply what we have to do, we have to return the head of the smaller one. That means s next. So this is the complete code. Now let's run this code. Okay, so we have forgot semicolon. Now let's run again. So this is accepted. Now let's submit this code. So this is submitted. So this is the question for today, and this is a simple and a straightforward question. And what we have simply done is that we have created two linked lists and we have simply linked them. So this is the question for today. You will see the solution for both Java and Python in the same video. Now let's meet in the next video. Till then, keep learning and exploring. Thank you.